All right, all right. We are back at the Grit Won't Quit podcast studio in beautiful Belmont, New Jersey. We have a very special guest on. We have Kathy from Beach Acupuncture. How are you today?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
Good. And you, in a past life, you lived not too far down the road in Bradley.
I was a neighbor over in Bradley.
What a great town.
So much fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So you are now in Ocean County, and you have Beach Acupuncture for 2 years now. Mm-hmm. And tell us a little about where it is, what you love about it, and how you got into this.
Sure. Beach Acupuncture is down in Mystic Island, part of Little Lake Harbor. Mm-hmm. It's on Mathistown Road. It's a great little place there for healing. I'll call it a healing center at this point. We do acupuncture, massage, reiki. We're just expanding. We keep trying to add more to it. As we
add
go
more
along.
services.
Yeah.
So now, acupuncture, that's not something you just get into overnight.
No.
So kind of tell us the story of how you kind of got there.
Well, I was a nuclear med tech for over 20 years.
When you say nuclear med tech,
yeah,
it sounds very...
Nuclear medicine is part of radiology.
Okay.
We basically inject radioactive stuff into people and take pictures of it. So...
All right.
It's part of radiology. Bone scans, a lot of nuclear stress tests. A lot of people will know what that is. Loved doing that. It was a great job. But it just kind of ended because insurance reimbursement changed, and the company I worked for, money.
Yeah.
So kind of lost my job and reinvented myself. So
sometimes that's the best way.
It's a lot of fun.
And it sounds like from our initial conversations, you're really loving this new life.
So I had acupuncture treatment first, of course.
Okay.
We have to sort of dip our feet in the water. But I had a treatment back when I was pregnant, and it was years before a terrible carpal tunnel syndrome in both of my hands. And it was from the pregnancy hormones. So pretty much after the pregnancy, it changed. It went back, basically went away. But at the time, I was suffering terribly. So I was seeing an acupuncturist up in West Long Branch, and it really helped. And it was the only thing I could do because I was pregnant at the time.
Yeah, sure.
So that stuck in my mind. I was like, this could be really cool. Let me research this. Mm-hmm. So I found a school in Bloomfield, New Jersey, called Eastern School of Acupuncture, and it is the only acupuncture school in New Jersey.
All right.
And they had a 3-year program.
That's a little bit of a commute from Bradley Beach, or...
A little bit. Yeah, at the time, I think I was living in Brick, so it was about an hour. Yeah.
So you went north on the Parkway, and and there you were for 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
And it was a full-time program?
It was a full-time program. Well, it was designed for people who were working, that they could still go to school at the time.
Sure.
But then it sort of changed into more of a college-based program. So when I signed up, it was a certificate program, and then it turned into a master's program.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then you do that. So you go through 3 years of schooling, learn a lot, learn a new craft here, and now you're out to get a new job and to start using this.
Then I worked basically for chiropractic pain management, 2 different companies. They're big companies in our area.
Yep, sure.
And got some experience, and it was great, and parted on good ways with both employers, and just kind of took my skills along with me, and I decided that it was time to go out on my own. So.
Were you nervous?
Oh yeah. Of course.
So you had a corporate career, or you had a career that in medicine. Then you work at these 2 places after you get this degree. Now it's like
it's a whole new.
Now you're like, well, it's on me now.
It's on me. Yeah, the journey is interesting, and I always enjoy your podcast because it kind of goes through everyone's journey as to how did you get from point A, and in my case, it's almost point Z. I feel like at this age, but. You just kind of do, if it doesn't work, you try something else.
Try something else. I had this young guy in my Middletown office there that he wanted to do some subcontracting work for me. And I said, he's 1 year in business, and he's such a nice guy. I said to him, just keep doing the right thing. Don't BS people. Don't tell them something you can't do. Don't tell them you're going to be there at 2 o'clock if you don't plan on getting there till 3:30. If something comes up,
it's true.
Be accountable to it.
Yeah.
And I said, if you do those things, you will grow your business. It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen in a week. It might not happen in a month. But you will grow your business if you do the right thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
And you might have to pivot. And again, whatever that work is, like you said, the reimbursements dried up. So you have to pivot.
You got to do
but
something.
if you pivot and keep those moral standards, you will get work.
Right. And it's true. A lot of it is to talk to people. Just talk to people. Listen to people. That's a new concept for some, but listening to people, how do they manage when times get slow, or you have to talk to people, or you make flyers, you pull out the marketing toolbook.
You got to do something. I like to say you got to keep your feet moving.
Yeah.
You got to just keep your feet moving. Like if you sit still and the phone doesn't ring, well, you got to make the phone ring. Walk around to all the places, give them a flyer, tell them what you do.
Add a sign, which we just recently did.
Yeah.
We add a little sign. Little sign already paid for itself.
That's great.
Little sign.
Doesn't that make you feel good though?
It's just the coolest thing. But I have several mentors. So
Sure.
Previous employers are mentors.
Okay.
I'm very grateful to the folks I left. They have been very supportive of me. We send each other clients still to this day.
That's a good relationship when you could do something like that.
And they do pain management, so there's a pain management doctor there. It's great. I have mentors who are acupuncturists now, so I have people that I went to when I was in school, and that was part of the program, was to try different acupuncturists to see which style you vibed with.
Yeah.
So I have at least 3 different people who have been mentors to me, and they each have their practice. They have their own practice, and even my classmate also has a practice locally, and he's been a big resource for me too. So, everybody kind of like shares, well, I do this and it works for me. Yep. Take it, think about it, because it might work for you too.
Yep. That's great. I like that. And again, I think mentors are great because you don't know everything. You need someone to bounce some ideas off. And, being an entrepreneur is hard, especially when you don't, you can't talk to your clients or your employees or
right.
Even some of your peers about some things in your business because again, you're going to either give up, either people are going to run away from working for you,
you're crazy.
or they think you're crazy, or you're like, there's just things that you can't talk to them about. So to have a mentor that understands, and
and they've already been through it.
That's. There's been times over the years people said to me, they see us, they see me and they say, "Oh, I could be a business coach." And I say, "What experience do you have doing what I do?"
Right.
And they'd be like, "Yeah, but I did this." That has nothing to do with my world. My world's crazy in its own way.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to hire someone and I'm going to listen to someone, I want someone that's been in the grind, been in the fight, been there, so that I think that's the hard part. I think sometimes, and Andrew and I were talking about coaches earlier last year. We had a number of coaches on our podcast, and they don't always have the real life experience of doing the thing. It's and again, it looks easy on paper, and you could say, "Oh, well, on the spreadsheet it looks like this. You got to do this."
Yeah.
But in reality, in life, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I recently used a life coach who I'm actually going to cooperate with. She's actually going to come on board.
Oh, great!
And she was a retired chiropractor. Perfect.
That's a good fit. That's a good synergy.
It's in the same.
Yep.
So, and I was kind of her guinea pig, and
did she pass?
I guess we both did, because I learned something, she learned something.
Great.
It was great, but that was another person who was like, she's like, well, we have to get you, busier, and we have to get you like the rest of the way off the ground.
Yeah.
She goes, "You're off the ground already. You
need that next push."
Yeah, and she's helped too.
Yep.
So she's a client. She's going to be a co-worker or and an excellent resource.
That's great, and you need people like that. I think the more the people that you talk to, you never know how someone can, like when you cross paths with someone, how they can work with you in the future. And again, I think people, my own feeling is people are so short-sighted today. It's about what can you do for me now.
Right.
It's not like, let's put this in the bank, and in 5 years, to me, I'm about planting seeds. I remember when we first opened Belmore, people, you have an office in Manasquan. What do you need an office in Belmore for? I said, we're planting seeds. We're building community here. And now, the township works with us. A lot of these restaurants work with us here.
That's great.
After you today, the Belmore Historic Society is coming in to do something.
Terrific.
So, but again, they would have never called us in Manasquan.
Right.
As much as it's 2 towns over, 3 towns over, they would never have Googled you and found you.
Yeah.
But because you're in part of your fabric in the community, they want to do business with
And
you.
there's so many businesses
There's
here.
so many businesses here.
It's
Great. It's a great town, and everybody wants to be supportive. We have a networking coming up next week. If you're available, come on down. But like Coney said to me next door, the ice cream store, can we do ice cream samples? Like they want to bring to our networking. Like how cool is that? Like, and shout out to Coney. They're great over there. Maria's awesome. I love being neighbors with her. And Joe's Bagel next door, great neighbors too. It's a great community. Belmore is just a fantastic place to work. I always say you can never have a bad day in Belmore.
That's true.
So
true.
So now 2 years in, so when you go back 2 years ago and you're opening the door for the first time, it's scary. It's overwhelming.
And it's quiet.
Oh, it's quiet.
It's a very loud quiet.
So now you have the learning, you have the experience, and now you're like, it's my time to go and do this on my own. You find a spot on Mystic Island, that's a cool name for a town.
It is cool. And it's conveniently underneath a LabCorp, so we get a lot of foot traffic.
Okay, good.
And there's some great businesses also in the plaza where I'm at. Bronze Body Tanning is in there. Sunday Gravy is in there. And we all kind of send people.
Help each other.
And we bounce their, if they share something on social media, we bounce it.
Oh, good.
It's
that's great.
Yeah.
So now people start showing up, and you start getting clients, and your own clients. And now you start getting some more of your own clients. And Now, when did you decide to add in Reiki and things like that?
Well, people asked about it.
Okay.
So it would be more of if you're my client, I'd I really think you would benefit from having a regular type of a massage that would help your back. Mm-hmm. Oh, do you offer that here? Well, no, I don't. So it's okay, there's a need. Yeah. And then just noticing what's in our area. There's not a whole lot of massage. There are massage therapists, not a whole lot. There's a bit of population. And we, in the beginning too, we were getting more locals, but now we kind of draw from all different
And if you do
places.
nice work, people don't mind driving a few more minutes to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, Galloway's not that far, and Manahawkin's not that far.
You're in a pretty good cluster. You have Manahawkin, you have Galloway, but then you also have Barnegat. You also have LBI's not.
I get people from wherever, but yeah. So we started adding things, and it was more of, hey, this could really help you, and it's well, do you know someone that would do that? So I'm like, yeah. So my massage therapist, her name is Jennifer Richards. She's great.
Shout out to Jennifer today.
Jennifer, she is multi-talented. She does Reiki and massage. I was her client. She was my client once upon a time, and so now she's on board. And she does all different kinds of massages. So therapeutics, Swedish, prenatal, oncology, sports massage, which includes stretching. Mm-hmm. So we've added that in, and that's been a hit.
That's great.
She can't keep up. She gets really full. She runs specials, which is really nice. We try to run some sort of promotion because we want people to try different services. So
that's nice when you do that, because if they try new services and they
money
like
off.
it,
Yeah, why not? But I try to do the same. So mine is also do cosmetic acupuncture. So I have a cosmetic sort of a after sun damage, after the sunny season. I have a microneedling special right now. I just try to add things in that, I didn't know you did that. So just with the flyers alone.
I'll tell you, I love that. I didn't know you did that. You have to keep it in people's mind, and people need to see it, because people are busy and they're thinking about 100 other things in their life, and in our minds as business owners, we're like, the customer already knows that. The customer already, they've been to the website, they know that it's on that we serve, but many times they don't know, and it's just nice to have something in front of you that says we do this. I hate when someone says, I didn't even know you did that, and I'm like,
Well,
Of course
and,
we do.
And in this case, I found a flyer that was already, I purchased it. It was made up by an acupuncturist.
Sure.
Why would you go to an acupuncturist for a cosmetic procedure? Well, it went into the whole thing. And it was like, when did they start doing it? And what is this? And is it safe? Well, yeah, there's training involved. There's, so it's all on one little flyer.
great.
It's so much information
Yeah.
on one. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, my whole struggle has been trying to inform people about acupuncture. A lot of people think it's hokey pokey.
They think it's voodoo.
Yes.
Yep.
But it's real. It's been around for thousands of years. It's corrective to the body's sort of function, internal function. So when you can correct internal function, things start to work better. We have less pain.
Isn't that weird?
We have less headaches. We could sleep.
Yeah. It's crazy to think
Yeah.
like something internal, like something like that,
Yeah.
can cause all these other things, and you're overcompensating in all
Yes.
these other ways because you're trying to just overcompensate the root cause of the problem.
Yes. And then a lot of it is nutrition based. So
Mm-hmm.
we do there is a branch of sort of our scope of practice where you advise people, hey, if you're getting a lot of heartburn and GERD, it's probably what you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take a big look at what you're eating, and the food right now is not so healthy. There's a lot of chemicals in it. Gluten has been genetically modified so
Yeah.
much that it's not healthy, and some people can't break it down, and you get heartburn from that.
Yeah.
So sometimes
tough.
it's making just small little changes over time.
Yep.
Then there's no quick fix, and that's probably that's the other struggle is informing people, but they want a quick fix. And
Everyone wants a quick fix.
I wish I had that drive-through acupuncture where I just
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
That would be great. You're done. You're done. You're gonna be good now.
you're be good.
But it's true. Like sometimes you got to be you got to be
Yeah.
able to play the long game because
Yeah.
it's not an overnight.
And then that's it. There's so many things that it's an overnight thing. You didn't get that pain overnight.
No, it took years
It
to
took
get that.
years to
Yeah.
get it. So you have to kind of untangle the matted mess.
As much as I always want instant gratification, I at least
Yeah.
understand it and
Yeah.
can put it into practice. Whereas
Yeah.
other people, I feel like they think about Amazon and Amazon's here today,
Well, and we compare it to an antibiotic.
Yeah.
So if you had an infection, you went to the doctor and they gave you a bottle of antibiotics. Do you take one and expect, I'm going to feel great, I'm going to take one?
Yeah. No.
No, you're going to go through the whole, you got to
Yeah,
follow
through
it
the
as
cycle.
prescribed.
Yeah.
So
Same
it's
thing
the
for
same
me.
thing. It's unfortunate. I get people that, I tried acupuncture. And I'm like, well, how many times did you try it? Well, I just went this one time. And I'm like, well, you can't, it's not
Yeah.
meant to do that. It's not going to correct
It's like,
the problem.
did you go to the gym once?
Yes, yes.
And then you were ready to
The gym
go?
is another one.
Like,
That's true.
Were you ready? Were you all beach ready after the first
One session.
One session at the gym? That's funny. So looking back from 2 years ago to 1 year ago to when you
Yes.
started, like what have you seen that's just been different now? And like I'm sure you have now recurring customers, you have multiple lines of work, but like how do you see that going, and where do you see like the next couple of years to where this business will take you?
I'm still learning about the seasons down there. There's a bit of a seasonal fluctuation
Sure.
in volume. So, I'm hoping to sort of flatten out that hill and valley a
Yep.
little bit. And that's by word of mouth.
That's great.
So, and what we hope to do is to grow and grow, to get more people coming in. And
Sure.
if we can add some more services, we're glad to do that.
What do you think the next service will be?
Well, the next service is a life coach. So Tracy
Okay.
Jones
Yep.
is
Shout out
gonna
to
be-
Tracy.
She's great. People are gonna love her.
Yep.
But
And when does she start?
she'll be starting probably October, November.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So that's right around the
Yeah,
corner.
pretty soon. Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah, and
So
she'll do that right out of the office, and you meet. It's a meeting thing, so you might meet once a week, or you might meet once every 10 days. It's how
So that'll be
your
the
program-
third practitioner there.
that'll be the third practitioner.
Perfect. And how big is the space? Big enough to keep adding, or
We can't add there. We would probably have to move locally.
okay?
But we have 4 exam rooms right now, or treatment rooms, and we'll max out with that
Yep.
probably with the three of us.
Sure.
So, but it's fine, and everyone's there at different times. So I think
Yes.
Jen's in the office right now,
Perfect.
And then-
Someone's working.
and Tracy will do probably a lot on the weekends too,
Yep.
to meet people's schedules. But
And with Tracy, some of that stuff is Zoom too, right?
she can Zoom. Yes, absolutely.
That's great. So there's still room for advancement here and new room
Absolutely.
to continue
we
to
try
grow.
and just build and provide services to the community and just help people however we can.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it. So this was a great conversation.
Yeah.
I love what you're doing. I love
thank you.
keep doing great things.
Thank you.
And keep expanding and keep and
Yeah,
let
talk
people-
it up.
Let people know it's not an overnight. Took years to get you into this position. We got to get you out of it.
Yep.
But as we wrap up today, this was a great chat. Let people know where they can find you. So if they're interested in reaching out, that they can get you.
Sure. So Beach Acupuncture is at 240 Mathistown Road in Little Egg Harbor. It is right beneath the LabCorp. I have a website that explains a lot about what we do. It's beachacunj.com, and you can reach us there. We're Googleable also.
Awesome. Well, this was great. Thank you for coming on, Kathy. This was a great
Thank you.
conversation, and continue doing great things for the community.
Thank you so much, Tom.
It was a pleasure.
Yes.